Good afternoon from the KETHLELAND Live Doppler Storm Center. I'm meteorologist Scott Muntz. KETHLELAND Live Doppler HD is dry and temperatures are warm, downright hot. Numbers are in the 90s across western South Dakota. We have temperatures in the 80s. That covers central and eastern South Dakota. The forecast for tonight showing partly cloudy skies, numbers falling to the 60s for overnight lows. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up as we begin KETHLELAND News first at 4.
Live from KETHLELAND Media Group. KETHLELAND News first at 4.
Coming up, why this weekend's full Sioux Falls Marathon has been canceled.
Plus, we take you to a research facility in Iowa looking to stop the spread of bird flu.
And we'll tell you what we know about a train crash in Colorado. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. There is a change for this weekend's Sioux Falls Marathon that we'd like to tell you about. The full marathon has been canceled because of the above average heat and humidity expected for Sunday.
However, the half marathon and Miracle 5K will both go on ahead. The half marathon starts at 7 a.m. while the 5K gets underway at 10:15.
Milbank is getting some help for upgrades to its industrial park expansion. The city and the Grant County Development Corporation have gotten a $2.5 million grant from the EDA. The industrial park is in the southern part of town and currently has several businesses. The grant will support adding 12 more lots and the construction of new infrastructure like streets.
All right, let's get a look at our weather forecast for the weekend. Can't seem to make up its mind. It was cloudy, it was sunny, it was cloudy.
Yeah, well, now it sounds like the humidity is coming, Scott.
Oh, it looks like heat and humidity as we do go through this coming weekend, and some of that will even continue into early next week. And I do want to start a forecast with Sunday with that Sioux Falls Marathon just got canceled, and here's a look at what's going on with our weather. Check out the heat index on top of the actual air temperature during the morning hours at 7 o'clock, coming in the lower 70s with mostly sunny skies and light southerly winds. By noon, we'll have a temperature of 85. That heat index, what it feels like, will be around 93, and then it jumps to the triple digits later in the afternoon, as the actual air temperature will probably hit the lower 90s. And for Sunday, we have the heat advisory that covers south central and the southeastern KETHLELAND with that heat index into the triple digits. Well, this is what's going on now. You know, as Don mentioned, we had some cloud cover, sunshine, cloud cover, sunshine, just continues to come in and out, but I think as we do go through this weekend, we'll go with a mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky. That will help our temperatures warm. Right now, we have numbers that are in the 80s in central and eastern KETHLELAND to the 90s across western South Dakota, currently 92 in Rapid City. We'll continue to watch that dew point temperature. We have numbers that are in the upper 60s and lower 70s, such as 72 in Pierce, 70 in Aberdeen and Mitchell, 68 in Sioux Falls. So that's thick humidity covering central and eastern KETHLELAND. And I think a lot of us will continue with south to southeast winds. Right now, we have that healthy wind of 10 to 20 miles per hour. It is stronger across western and northwestern South Dakota. For tonight, temperatures will fall to the 60s to near 70 degrees. There's a slight chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm across extreme southeastern South Dakota late tonight toward tomorrow morning. Otherwise, mostly sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures will reach the 80s, 90s, and lower 100s across western South Dakota. I'll have more details on your KETHLELAND Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Look forward to it. All right. Thanks, Scott. At first glance, it looks like a typical farm. Cows are scattered across fenced-in fields, but it's actually the National Animal Disease Center, a government research facility in Iowa where 43 scientists work with pigs, cows, and other animals pushing to solve the bird flu outbreak currently spreading through the U.S. animals and develop ways to stop it.
We've answered some questions. So in our preliminary study, the paper you were referencing, we were able to show that an intramammary route of infection does replicate some of the disease we've seen in the field. We still don't know yet if that's the only route of infection. Still a lot more work to do, but we're getting closer to answers.
A study conducted by the Iowa Center and several universities concluded that the virus was likely circulating for months before it was officially reported in Texas back in March.
Well, it's back to school season and some students are going into a classroom for the first time. Nima Shama with our CBS affiliate in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, got some advice from those who have been around the block before.
It's back to school for a lot of kids in Iowa, and whether it's your first year or you're an expert, you could still use some advice from those who've been there before. What's some advice that you have for kids that are going back to school in a couple of days?
Well, just be calm, be cool, and just go through the day.
What would you say to kids who are going back to school now?
Be on time. Right?
That's the best advice. I know I never liked being late.
To stay in school once you go back and don't drop out.
What I would give for advice for anyone going into any grade is just be prepared.
Make sure you got all your stuff in order, and you'll be all right.
I know I was nervous when I was starting school, all grades. What advice do you have to keep it calm?
Just take a big breath and go for it.
There's no reason to be scared of the teacher or the professor in college or the high school. There's no reason at all. They're only there for one reason. That's to teach you. If you're a student, they're going to teach you something.
First of all, it says it's the time of your life. It's a great opportunity to learn and prepare for the future.
What's some advice that you have for those, whether they're in kindergarten or junior high or high school, even college? What's some advice?
Just be nice. That's the end. Just be nice.
That's some words of wisdom from those who know best. Never give up. Have a great first day back at school. For Iowa's News Now, I'm Netta Shama.
Coming up after the break, we're going to hear from a crew of astronauts going on a mission at a record orbit above Earth.